Howdy. What's up? This is Miles Moscato, co-founder of Nubs and Stumps Lacrosse Club, former college lacrosse player, current coach for the program. Originally, as the content strategist for our 501c3 here, I wanted to start introducing content that can provide value to not just our community, but to any community, to any business person, to any philanthropist, anyone who wants to make a difference or who's facing a struggle that they don't know how to get through. I felt that the best way to garner support um, and to show value within what we're doing here would be to provide something of value in an exchange for the generosity of donations, which 501c3s, wow, dyslexia, right? Which, again, profits are not a thing here. So we work on donations and the generosity of the people who are involved with our organization and those adjacent, as well as many of you who, maybe you've never even been involved with lacrosse or limb different people, but you want to be a part of this. While planning the strategy, I had a couple episodes loaded up, some insights for us. And I was set to premiere one of our first episodes on, fighting adversity and some strategies to do so yesterday. Plans changed as they often do. Everyone, who plays lacrosse, plays sports knows, you can have a game plan right up until the other team goes on a run. We had a game plan right up until we went on a run in this case. So this first video isn't actually focused on providing value. This first video is a video about gratitude. I wanted to, on behalf of, the rest of the club, my co-founders, David and Matt, we wanted to say thank you. Off the bat, before our first event this weekend at the Adaptive Lacrosse Games, we were able to reach our fundraising goal of $1,500. I got the text from David yesterday. It was a screenshot, and the number 1502 over 1500 was on the screen. Personally, I'm floored by the generosity and the belief in what we're doing here that was exhibited by our community and those who we shared this mission and this goal with. I personally have to admit that I believed that we had to be doing more to garner this type of support and generosity from our communities. And with now, starting to put a product onto the field, with that coming up this weekend, I hop on a plane actually to Pttsburgh tomorrow at noon. I lay over in Charlotte, my least favorite airport of all time, but I'm not complaining. But I didn't necessarily know if we had done enough going into this event. After seeing that, my heart is full. I'm incredibly grateful to everyone who has contributed, to everyone who's considering contributing, and everyone who's just sharing about what we're doing here. Going forward, I didn't understand how good of people are in our circles. I guess I knew you guys are all great people, but I didn't know how much support we really had. That opened up a world of possibilities in my mind. And I thought I would just get out here and share that with you guys. First of all, $1,500 is a lot of money. The economy is tough. A lot of people are struggling. And the fact that the people within our network and community were able to find a way to donate money to what we're doing here and help improve the lives of adaptive athletes and the kids that we look to serve, and the adults who look to aspire and serve through sport with our program. We are all incredibly grateful. Going right from that to continuing the mission, I just wanted to share some figures with you guys. $1,500 is a lot of money. Your average sport wheelchair that can withstand things like rugby, basketball, lacrosse, those cost upwards of $2,500, sometimes more, sometimes less, but you have to find a deal to get that. Above knee prosthetics are even more. They're around $5,000 to $25,000. They're about a Camry, right? Something within our program we've noticed is that we have a lot of upper limb different athletes, and We've got a couple lower limb different athletes, but in our opinion, there are more lower limb different athletes that can impact the sport of lacrosse than what we're reaching right now. I'll get into details and specific stories later down the line with our content. You know, possibly this weekend we're going to be pushing stuff out from the Adaptive Lacrosse Games. Wheelchair lacrosse is also going to be there. We have some Def Lax players on our team. This is incredible, right? That means that there's a lot of resource allocation and gathering that my co-founders and I are going to have to work towards. So as we say thank you, I just wanted to bring these numbers up to you guys, because I'll be real with you. Limb difference is sometimes expensive. Medicine is expensive, but lacrosse is also known as the medicine game. It brings a lot of healing, a lot of lessons, and the ability for an athlete who maybe their family doesn't have the ability to buy 2 Camrys to get them 2 prosthetic legs that would be effective and fit correctly and don't cause pain for our athletes, or a wheelchair that isn't just for day-to-day use and they can use in sport so they can truly start to excel and experience independence. Those are expensive things. Because of that, as the content strategist, I've spoken with David and Matthew. We're going to be producing content that provides value. We're going to be sharing our whys and a lot of our athletes' whys. We're going to be sharing content on overcoming things in general. We're going to be sharing content on marketing, content on branding, content on confidence, content on how to be a leader, content on how to build confidence public speaking with insecurity, content on solving issues in sport, on solving issues with oneself in the performance of sport. We're going to provide value because every single player on our roster, every single child we coach, every single family that we reach provides an incredible amount of value to their community through the experience of overcoming and excelling through adversity. We're here to share those stories, and we're going to provide value for you, and it is my mission in life to provide value for the young athletes who I've been trusted to steward their journey into sport with. I am floored. I'm incredibly floored. I'm grateful. My co-founders are grateful. The players on the team are grateful. I don't even play lacrosse anymore. My career ended due to injury, so I'm a coach now. Had to hit a little pivot, calm myself down a bit, but hey, you guys showed us something and showed us the extent to which generosity goes in this world. And you guys showed us that there is a real, not just a niche, but a need for the types of value that we provide. And we have a need from you guys. We want to make our athletes accessible. Sometimes we may need pads for our players. Pads so that they don't shatter their nub 15 times like I did through sport. Pads that work on their shoulders so nobody has a permanently separated AC joint like I do. We're going to need legs for kids. There's kids that have not tried sports because they can't afford legs, because you shouldn't be charging someone a Camry for a leg. But hey, if that's the state of the medical industry, I'm sure there's someone in the prosthetics industry out there that played lacrosse and wants to help these kids. And we're gonna find you, and we're gonna provide value and make it worth your time to pay attention to us. Seriously, to everyone who's donated, thank you. And just please continue to pay attention and share, because starting on Friday, we're embarking on an incredible journey to make lacrosse bigger, to make sport bigger, and to lead our young athletes to understand their responsibility, not just their opportunity, but their responsibility to be leaders within their community, their workspaces, their schools. Because I'll say it myself, man, sometimes if you're living limb different, just taking your groceries to the car in one trip is inspiring to someone who's on the brink of giving up. And there's athletes that I coach that inspire me every day. There's a reason I've pivoted my career from one side of the world into philanthropy. That's why I'm not chasing certain things anymore. So I just ask that you guys pay attention and continue to be gracious and generous with your hard-earned money. And we promise we're going to be providing an incredible amount of value with this content that we're going to be creating, with the events that we're going to be running. And I guarantee you we're going to have some amazing motivational speakers come out of our younger guys' ranks. We're going to have some amazing businessmen, some amazing medical professionals, all sorts of incredible people exist within our community. And you guys choosing to support that has really opened the door for me to, again, come to you humbly and ask for more support. I personally didn't expect to hit our fundraising goal. Since we did, I'm gonna drop all my expectations and ask you guys to help me double it. We raised $1,500. By the end of the weekend, I would like to see enough money raised to buy a sport wheelchair for one of my athletes who's very, very close to my heart. And I guess that's it, guys. Sorry, it's a little untraditional studio here. I tried to get a little bit of a nature effect for you guys. But yeah, that's really where we're at with it. This is unprofessional, I know. I'm a coach though, so, you know, gym teacher type vibe. Seriously, that's a lot of money, but we're gonna need to keep going. So I just am truly grateful for everyone who's contributed, everyone who's shared, everyone who's even just paying attention. We're gonna keep going. And you're gonna be hearing a lot more from not just me, but from some of the incredible souls and people who are involved with this organization. I'm really excited to be able to introduce my co-founders alongside myself with some of the things we're gonna be putting out this weekend. And I just thank you again. Without your guys' support, we are a 501c3 nonprofit. We would be nothing. With your support, we have the opportunity together, not just to change the lives of these athletes, who I'm just blessed to steward, but enable them to change the lives of the people around them through inspiration and resilience and gratitude. So the amount of gratitude, I'm feeling physical sensations of tingles and gratitude going through my body right now. And I thank you guys all. Thank you all. And we're gonna keep going. So, God bless, have a great night, and go Nubs and Stumps, baby.